Internet data problems. So I'm trying to paint this window. My hips are killing me. Oh, Jesus. My back. Too much standing in place. I gotta turn the heat on. Oh, come on. What's with this? Operator error there. We can put you anywhere. Okay. R2D2. Let's see what I want to do. I don't need water out here, do I? I got this water. Just a little bit of water. It's too much water. It's dirty. Yeah, nobody's wiped that in 50 years. Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hello, M. I got a bad connection. I just had to reconnect. Yeah. I gotta paint this window and another one around the corner. Whoops. Just a bunch of nonsense. Hey, Billy. We got a little snow, Billy. Just a little bit. It's snowing. It's gonna snow all night. So we'll get a little bit more here on the west side. Got a few inches, I guess. Anyway. This whole painting thing has been a fiasco. First I broke the paint container and I spilled paint all over the basement. Oh, that was lovely. I don't know. This is not working right. This is a mess. Everything. I just don't know what to do here. Oh, this is easy driving. This is nothing. I love snow. I love to drive in the snow. I need to smear this brush here to get some of the paint off. I like driving in winter. It takes some thinking and some skill. Anybody can drive on dry pavement. Well, they don't really drive. Most people just aim their cars. They don't drive them. People are not drivers anymore. They're not even operators. I'm not doing a good job. I need something to stand on. Not tall enough. I'll stand on the bucket maybe. A bucket ladder. I don't. That comes kind of wobbly. I don't know if I like that. This paint is very runny. I don't even know what I'm doing is gonna satisfy anybody. This is the worst part of this stupid shit. That's the worst part. With sash brush. This is a nasty mess. I should re-pour this into something. Oh, something else. I don't know what to do here. I made such a mess of this. I should go get something else. Painting windows. Oh yeah, so much fun. Oh. 'Cause Oh, get paint on all these things. Ah. I really should go find another bucket. That's what I really should do. I might. Oh. Oy. My hands are cramping up. Oh. Volunteer to work in blizzards and hurricanes. Yeah, I mean, I like it, you know. I like it. Hi, Linda. The way my dad built this porch is just silly. Silly, silly. I got paint on my nice clean window. You know, freaking much paper towels I used on this window already. Jesus freaking hell. Ridiculous. Oops, what am I doing? Smearing. Now I got paint on my window down here. Silly boy. I mean, these windows hadn't been cleaned in 30 or 40 years probably. Some ridiculous amount of time. What is that? Oh. Oh. I don't know. I'm just frustrated. All right, what are we doing here? There's at least a few inches out there, I guess. I really should get a new bucket. Do I have a new bucket to put the paint in? I don't know. I got this mess. The paint was in this little bucket, little plastic thing, and then I was mixing it with the drill and it broke the plastic. It leaked paint all over the floor. I quickly grabbed a bag, put it in this bucket, and picked that bucket up into the bag. So this bag is full of paint. It's a giant mess that's going to have to get thrown out. But I need to use the paint. I need to use the paint I got. I got no other way to do this. Yeah. Freaking mess. It's not a proper bucket. I need to get back up here. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, too much paint. got a paint run on the window now. Great. Ah, I hate this. Wrong brush. Stupid place to paint. Should have taped the windows, but I don't want to waste the tape. Oh, I'm getting a run on the paint. I can do so much better than rushing. Nobody's ever going to see this, except this damn inspector. I hate that. I guess I can clean it with a razor blade. Oh, look at this. I got a drip. What the heck? Fucking drips everywhere. What the frick? This paint is so thin. Oh, getting paint everywhere. Stupid window goes up behind the damn drop ceiling. Ridiculous. Dripping paint down here. I don't want to drip too much paint. Oh, try that. Oh, my back. Oh, you're gonna drip. Don't drip. Jesus. The other window's even bigger. Oh, come on. Bucket. Ugh. That's too far. That's just right. I need to wipe those drips. Oh. Did you guys see there's a big Grateful Dead thing going on in Vegas at the Sphere? Some big like 18 show thing or something. All kinds of friends that are stoked about going to Vegas to see it. Can't paint up in there without a different brush. Totally impossible. Need artist brush to get up in there. I don't get all these people just celebrating the assassination of this healthcare CEO. I mean, I get that these people have pissed off a lot of people, but we're really losing it when we celebrate assassination so easily. This is bad. It's not a good thing. Got too much light here. Maybe that's my problem. That light is blinding me maybe too much. Let's turn this thing off. Especially since I don't have glasses on. Well, I don't know, I probably need more light. Maybe I need to put it up here indirectly. Maybe, oh, you know what? These lights might be my bigger problem. Ah. Let's turn those off. Turn this back on. That might be better. I wonder if that'll be better. I don't know. Better over there. I need two of these lights is what I need. I need two of them going in both directions. I need this behind me probably. Dripping. Runny paint. Very thin paint. Now, come on. The brush is not cooperating. Come on, get it up there. Push that paint. Oh. Oh. Nasty. Oh. Oh, come on. Don't. Come on, get in there. Just don't know how to do crummy work no matter how quickly it needs to get done. Alright. It's just not in my DNA. It's the fault of ADHD people that tend to be perfectionists. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I need 2 of those lights. That's what I need. Or just work on this side and then move the lights. I guess that's what I should try to do. Still got too many shadows. Oh, I don't know. My hands are cramping. Oh. 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 Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, I don't know. Put your arm down there, you'll get paint on your sweater. Come on. Oh. Oh, I'm getting paint there. Doggone it. Ah, terrible. This is all wrong. This bucket. This broken bucket of paint. Is it morning? No, it's. I forget where you're at, Michael. No, it's 5 p.m. almost. No, this is my own place. I don't get paid for doing this. We got snow coming down pretty strong. The direction of light was irrelevant. All right, my hands are cramping. I don't know if I can find another thing to put this paint in because this is the wood I've got going. I can't wipe the brush properly. I'll be right back. Keep yourselves entertained. Oh. Alright, I don't know. I'm gonna try this. This was my cut open thing when I was doing the scraping on the front of the house to collect the scraping. So I cut it open a little more. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, I'm just gonna make a bigger mess. I should probably do it without the paper. I think that's just gonna cause more grief. Yep. Alright, so much for that thought. Alright, let's throw that out. That ain't gonna work. Alright. Now I gotta try to pour the paint. This is the tricky one. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, well you can't really see, so I'm just gonna pour the paint over the garbage can here. See if I can get most of it into this. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Come on. I need to scrape the paint so I get it all. Need all the paint. Don't get paint on the carpeting. I got some other paint on the carpet last night upstairs. I cleaned it up though. Alright, so that's that. I'm not going to try to pull the broken bucket out. Oh yeah, there's paint dripping off of that. What am I doing here? Oh! I'm making a mess. Daniel. Alright, just throw that in there. Alright, get this out of here. Get a paper towel. Wipe that. Oh, I got paint over here. It's like caulking. Oh my god. I got it on my... Oh, it's everywhere. This stuff is so runny. Alright. Don't do that. I'm not sure what that is. Put that down there. Don't spill the other bucket. Still got all this paint. I want to try to pour in here. Oh, damn thing's in the way. What a mess. How am I getting paint over there now? Unbelievable. Where is my paintbrush? I just want to squeeze all the gray paint I can. Oh, got some more in my hand. Alright, I think that's can get. Now, let's throw this all out. All right. Oh, I got a drip. Let's throw this out. Oh, don't fall. What is that? What a mess. Okay. Alright, that's good. Alright. Alright, got a paint bucket now. A sort of decent paint bucket. Alright. Much more proper handle. Let's clean off the brush here. I couldn't wipe the brush, the other mess I had. Oh, now I got. See, this is the problem. I don't want to spill any. Paint on the brush. I didn't want to get that. Alright. Where was I last time? It was up under here. Alright, now I can't see a thing under here. I should move the light. I really should move the light. What I need is a hook for the brush. That's what I need. I've done this before and I can't remember how I did it. I don't remember. Don't remember how I did it. I need to move this light. Maybe it'll be better over here. No idea. Better take that off because it's going to fall in the paint. Guaranteed it's going to fall in the paint. I'll be pissed. Oh, snow stopped. Oh, got another damn drip. How does that happen? I didn't wipe the brush there. I don't understand. All right. Oh, where am I? I don't know. I can't see a thing there. That's no good. We need this up underneath so I can see. Nothing like painting upside down. Always fun. Oh. Getting a cramp in my side. Bending like that. I need to take yoga classes. How are we doing? I'll get some paint in that corner. Come on. Squish the paint. If I had money and I knew I wasn't going to lose it, I would have ripped all this out. Put something different here, but I don't have any money and I don't know if I'm going to still be here. Come on, paint. Mush in there. There's nothing here that's fast to paint. It's all stupid edges and stuff. One thing I like about the snow, the world gets quieter because the snow acts as a sound absorber. So it quiets everything up, especially the traffic. Quiets the road noise, quiets the motors, everything. Too much. Pain in the butt. Painting over dirt. I love it. do this for a house flipper. But gotta just do something here, so this is what we're doing. Oh my God, I just saw what some house flipper did. Oh my God. Hideous. How do people do that? I don't know. I guess never had any good skills and don't care. The crap that they did to that house, wow. Come on, brush. Get some paint in that corner. Get the wrong brush for corners. Especially upside down corners. Ugh. I used to do so much painting back in the day. We did lots of it. Come on, get some paint in there. Squeeze that brush. Push that paint. Oh, look at that big goober right on the window. All right, where's a paper towel? I got stuff to trip over. Just a great time here. Oh, not many people here. Where's that stain? That's on the inside, huh? I try to get all the nasty streaks off of these windows very hard. These razor blades, scraping my fingernails. The windows are filthy. I mean, that's 100-year-old glass, probably. 125 years old. Bandit's outside. So you want to come back in? The snowcat. Let's see where the snowcat is. There he is. Oh, he's in the window. Hi, Bandit. Look it. Bandit sees me And he's like, let me in. This is brutal. This is awful. Bandit, hi, baby. My paws, I got snow on them. Where is he at? Come here, baby. Bandit, I'm right here. Come here. Let me wipe your paws. There's a good boy in the window. It's a good kitty in the window. Let me come here. Give me your paws. Let me wipe your paws. You don't have much snow on you. You're crying for no reason. Oh my. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I gotta open the door for him. He's too funny. That's a good boy. Where's Bandit? Where's he at? There he is. Go on. Boop, go on. Bye. Don't fall down the stairs. All right. Good kitty cat. All right. Plug you guys back in. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Am I all done I'm all done underneath now, right? Oh, I didn't paint. I painted that. All right. Such a pain in the ass. These need to be ripped out, but that's can't sit on that, or can I? I didn't scrape that, did I? Oh, well. Oh, come on. Get in there. Oh, there's a drip. Is that a drip? Up there? Oh, I can't see up in there. Damn it. shadows here. It's terrible. Nasty. Nasty Daniel. Oh, I don't know. What are we gonna do? Oh! Damn it, paint on the floor. I should have something on the floor. Ah, crap, okay. Better fix that. So I get. Yeah. What am I doing? That down. Paper towel. Water. Oh, jeez. Too many things in the way. Where's the drip at? Uh-oh, there's another drip. Damn it. Yeah. Almost had more drips on the floor. Where's the drip I just dropped? Okay. Crisis averted. All right. Ugh. Oh, I'm tired. I'm just worn out. All right, where was I? Just trying to paint over here. Get some paint squeezed into that corner. Oh yeah, I wanted to share the video with somebody. Push the paint into the cracks, into the corners. This is the wrong brush, that's for sure. Need a sash brush. Shadows are killing my eyes, man. I'm seeing things. Plays games with your mind. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh well. Put more paint in there, that's all. Dang it. I can't do this. I hate crummy work. I hate doing crummy work. Oh! All kinds of paint on the window. Just not into this. Alright, let's try to do this. Push the paint. Load up your brush. Push the paint. Push the paint into the corner. Okay. Let's get some paint up here. Alright. Oh, I don't like it, but alright. Oh, sit down. Take a load off those legs. I remember painting whole buildings when I was, like 15. Yeah, good slave labor for the parents. Paint those houses, paint the building. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Getting a cramp. Ow, 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 ow. Getting a cramp up on my hip. Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh, tonight's Thursday, isn't it? What time is it? I just thought of that. Shoot. I have some places I need to try to go before it gets too late. How do we? What I need is a piece of cardboard, really. That's what I need. Let's see if I can go find a piece of cardboard. Like shirt cardboard, thin construction cardboard. Wipe that down. Alright, what was I doing? That's not a paint drop, is it? Oh, that might be a paint drop on the carpet. Danger, Will Robinson. Looks like a paint drop. Yeah, I think that was a paint drop. Get it up, get it up. Oh. Alright, I need to go get a piece of cardboard so I can do some edging. Oh. I might just try this. Big envelope. Might do what I need. Pretty stiff. Let's see how big of a mess we make. I should get a paper towel. Yeah, so. Ugh. Okay. What was that? Oh, that's too much. this. Come on, bucket. Doesn't drag very well on the carpeting. Oh, spill, drip, drip. Come on. Got a drip going. Gotta get paper towel. Got a drip. Sit there. Paper towel. No dripping down the side of the bucket. All right. Keep painting. Okay. Okay. Oy. Do some down here somehow. All right, that's in my way. Put that down. How do I do this? Like that. Get the brush. Paint on my finger. Oh no. Paint on my finger. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. 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 Up and down, up and down. Well, that's just ugly, but it's covered. Oh, is there a drip up there? Yeah, I want to get that. Two drips up there. Get those. Can't touch anything. Don't touch that. Can't touch that. No, that's not working. That's dried. Make sure we got it right away. Dang it. No. I don't know if I have anything that'll cut that shit. Oh. Fingernail. Scrape it right off. Okay. Oh, where's that razor blade? Right there. Ugh. Oh, stop that. Oh. Okay. That really needs the dry mark. Okay. All right. I am gonna take a break. Alright. Oh, well, it's done. It's covered. That's what they want. Hopefully that's what they want. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go take a drive. I don't know if I'll get any dinner or just come back. I'm pretty broke. Pretty broke. Alright. All I've been doing is trying to keep gas in the vehicle. Where's the light? There we go. We got snow. Hey, Gumby. A little bit of snow. Alright, I'm out of here. The windows, one window's painted. I got a bigger window to do around the corner here. That one's painted. Gotta paint this big one. It's even bigger. A couple inches. That's all. Not a lot. Just a couple inches. Yeah, it's okay. All right, I'm gonna go take a drive. Maybe, I don't know, I gotta run an errand. I don't know if I'll eat or not. I'll just come back. Alright. It's turned off. Okay. Where's the water bottle? Okay, let's close that up. Alright. What's going on here? Oh, that's okay. That's only there. Alright, that's good enough. Alright. Baba's here? Supervisor's upstairs. Just let him in. He was at the window. He was there at the window saying, "Let me in, let me in." I'm not eating anything yet. I hope to go get, I don't know if I'll be able to get any food. I'll just have leftovers. No dollars. Okay. Let's see what the supervisor's up to. I got pizza, actually. I got 2 slices. Kinda. Let's see. Oh, he's not there. Is he over here on the chair? I bet he's over there on the chair. There he is. What you doing, supervisor? Supervising the chair. Nice and warm there. Alright. Our Bandit. Come here. There's a good boy. Oh, it's a big kitty cat. Oh, it's a big kitty cat. Oh. Let's sit down for a minute. Where's the boy? Where's the pretty boy? There's a pretty boy. Getting in more fights. Got himself another boo-boo on his chinny chin. Yeah, you did, didn't you? I think it's getting better, though. He got really good plasma. I'm going to start selling his plasma. Yeah. You heal. Oh, he was barely outside. He's a... Let me in, it's cold. Oh my, it's so cold. Your paws weren't even frozen yet. That's not too cold. Flipping his tail around. Flip, flip, flip. My back. Got one more window to paint, which will take longer because it's bigger. And then I got to paint this thing up here, and then I got to do electrical stuff up here. I'm in such trouble, I don't know. So hard for me to get motivated. What are you doing, Bandit? Trying to figure out where to sit. Where'd you go? He says, no, I want to be here on this warm lap. Yeah, okay, then go down. Go down. Go down. You know how to go in your room. What are you doing? Flipping your tail. Were you aggravated? What? see what this phone's doing. It's quiet. That's nice. Chargers were acting so weird yesterday. I didn't get it. Now, let's watch a little news. Bandit's on the other chair. What's with the TV? What is with this stupid thing anymore? But it's on the wrong input. Yep, no, I don't know why it loses input, but it does.
All it takes is one call, and they can even get...
actually get recorded audio. So the first 30 seconds of this recorded incident, which is really the 30 seconds in question, have no audio. We're going to have much more on this story coming up tonight on 3 News at 6.
We sure are. We got our team looking at it. All right, we are going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Gear up for the holidays, Cleveland. Rally House has gifts for every fan. With unique styles they're sure to love. Be the gifting MVP this holiday season. The Cleveland Guardians, Cavaliers, the
Here, my guide dog Owen and I are walking down the street when something strange happens and we come across this truck parked in the middle of the sidewalk. Now, this is highly unusual, but what's even more unusual is that for the next minute, we encounter 5 vehicles, including 2 trailers. Now, this is frustrating to me as someone who's visually impaired because, as you'll see here, they have space in their construction site. They chose to park on the sidewalk, and because of this, my guide dog and I have to navigate around each individual one of these vehicles and trailers. The worst part is here, where this trailer door is open, we have to navigate even closer to oncoming traffic in order to get around. I get that these people are here to do a job, but I am also here trying to go about my day in the safest way possible. And this kind of obstacle makes it very difficult, if not impossible, for people with disabilities to get around it. Now, because my guide dog and I are a great team, we get to navigate this obstacle and go about the rest of our day. But the next person who comes along might not be able to. Here, my guide dog and I are walking down the street when something strange happens and we come across this truck parked in the middle of the sidewalk. Now, this is highly unusual, but what's even more unusual...
Well, I would hope you call your city and complain, because that's just not acceptable.
Call Uncle Brian.
Is that for the next minute, we encounter 5 vehicles, including 2 trailers.
You've dedicated your life to building a successful career. Long hours, sacrifices, you've earned it. Now picture a future you deserve. A worry-free retirement filled with travel, relaxation, and time with loved ones. But let's be honest, retirement planning can be complex. Maybe you've already started and want to fine-tune your approach. Or you're close to retirement and feeling lost. No matter where you are in your journey, Ascend 360 Insider is here to help. Join today to receive our weekly email packed with market insights and actionable advice. See videos that break down complex topics into simple concepts, empowering you to make informed decisions. Find inspiration from real people achieving their retirement dreams. Don't just retire, thrive. Join today at ascend360.tv.
One of the dilemmas of our times for kids who want smartphones, watches, and other connected gadgets this holiday season
It really is tough for parents to decide when is the right time, what age. But experts say you should give these gifts with intention, saying that young children who get too much screen time too soon may not have time to develop crucial social and motor skills. And that's why it's important to set guardrails.
Slowly give them access to different features, functions, maybe turn on and off.
I heard there was something in Northern California, I think.
Now, since most parents didn't
Out in the
grow up with
ocean?
the same extent of the current technology,
Or maybe not.
experts say they can actually learn from open conversations with their kids. And by the way, for all you aunts
Yeah, I
and
haven't done a lot of
uncles who
looking
have
at
great
news
intentions
today.
and would love to fulfill a child or teen's tech wish list, you should always check with parents before giving that gift. And that's going to do it for 3 News at 5. Thank you so much for spending time with us. The news continues. Russ and Lena are standing by.
Yeah, before giving gifts or candy, check with the parents.
Yeah, don't cross mom and dad.
Exactly right.
See you in just a moment.
In a bit.
3 News at 6 starts right now.
Live from WKYC Studios, this is 3 News at 6 with Russ Mitchell and Christy Paul.
Hey, good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening. Christy's off tonight. Lena Lash here. And lots of news to get to this evening, including the latest on the breaking news out of Akron. Last week's police shooting death of a 15-year-old.
But first, let's begin with our weather impact alert today. It's a 1-2 punch. A lake effect snow warning and winter weather advisory is still in effect tonight for several northeast Ohio counties.
Let's take a live look at slick and slippery conditions on the road tonight as lake effect snow continues to fall across northeast Ohio. The chief, Betsy Kling, standing by here in the studio with the latest. Betsy, good evening.
And it's really been the wind that has been
Marcus,
the biggest complicating factor.
like
in this.
now,
we can handle
but
snow, we can
I'm
handle
not sure what
cold,
I'm
but when
doing.
you put it all together with high winds, that means really big problems. And so we continue to have our weather impact alert through the evening and the overnight. That snow, additional snow coming in off of the lake, along with the wind, is creating problems
Stupid
with drifting
phone.
and with visibility. So obviously, extra
It's
time
useless.
is needed. And make sure you bundle up too. Our temperatures are in the low and mid 20s around the area, but our wind chills are in the single digits, and that's really not going to be changing anytime soon. We are starting to get drier air in here very slowly, so you can see that overall coverage is beginning to back down just a little bit. But we still have multiple bands that are coming in across much of northern Ohio. Ashtabula, you're still getting some snow too. And at times, this has been reducing visibilities, as mentioned. But we are going to continue to see the snow streaming in off of the lake. So if you still have some place to go this evening, just know you will be running into the snow. And if you're going on the interstates, you will be running into some slow conditions. Now, as you can imagine, if the interstates are slow, the side roads will also be slow. The crews have been out, but the snow is blowing, and that is basically just preventing it from ever really opening up. So we do have some slowdown. 71 southbound at 150 if there's an accident.
Al, you don't have a
Also on,
TV.
480 westbound at Broadway.
What the frick?
And you can see if we look upstream, the snow continues to come to the south off of the northern lakes, and we will continue to watch a lake band that is east of us oscillate back to the west, and that could mean more lake impacts for Ashtabula, Lake, Geauga counties. We're going to detail that coming up with a full forecast in just a few minutes. But speaking of Ashtabula, that just so happens to be where Annabelle Childers today spoke with business owners and residents who are concerned about their safety.
The city of Ashtabula is at its limit, and yet the snow is not letting up.
Pretty harsh conditions. Roofs collapsing everywhere.
I've been through some winter storms, but never like this. People are still stuck in their homes. Can't get out. My workers can't get out.
Tina DeGeorge is a business owner here, and since the onset of the snow, her gutters have fallen from the heavy ice, and her heat gave out.
Yeah, they got hammered out there.
You just want to give up, but you can't.
Now all of this snow has to go somewhere. These crews are picking up all the snow that's been plowed off the roads, loading up these trucks, and then dumping them in this parking lot. You can see just how much snow is piling up here, and more keeps getting delivered to this area.
As crews continue their work right down the road, the phone at Luigi's Pizza is ringing off the hook.
Ashtabula Luigi's, pick up our delivery.
We usually go through like 60, 70 pizzas on a Monday. We went through like probably double, and I still ran out.
The pizza shop is increasing their production and delivering food to people snowed inside their homes. For so many, it's a race against the weather, and they can never quite seem to catch up. This afternoon, the Ashtabula City School District announced high schoolers will finish the semester remotely after the high school roof partially collapsed.
It's a lot. I feel for the students, the staff, but you know what? We're going to make it work.
Now, when students return from Christmas break in January, they're going to be shuffled around to different campus buildings. At this time, the district says there's no estimated timeline for when the high school will be repaired or when that roof will be fixed. They're still waiting for the word from a structural engineer.
Oh, what a mess. All right, Annabelle Childers reporting live from Ashtabula. Thank you. Our snow coverage continues in just about 1 minute.
Now we want to take that breaking news from Akron we told you about. Within the past hour, Akron police released body camera video that shows the moments police shot and killed a 15-year-old boy they say was armed. Also, you saw here on Channel 3 that the boy's family held a news conference. Kaitor K has been in Akron all day, and Kaitor has the latest for us. Kaitor, good evening to you.
Good evening, Russ. So they released 3 body camera videos and 1 dash cam angle. And the first 30 seconds of all of the body camera video have no audio. And that they say that is because when they turn on their cameras, the units need time to buffer. You can see an officer running and lifting his gun during those 30 seconds. And by the time the audio turns on, you see multiple officers move in on Jasmine Tucker yelling at him.
Put your arms out! Suspect, put your hands up to your side! Suspect, put your hands up to your side.
This all happened on Thanksgiving night around 11 o'clock. Akron police says 2 officers were working on a report in their cruiser near East Avenue and Vernon Odom Boulevard when they heard gunshots. That's when they say they encountered Jasmine with a loaded gun. He was taken to a nearby hospital where police say he died from his injuries. The Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation is investigating the case. Now, just moments ago, Jasmine's family held a press conference.
Oy vey, what the heck?
Time to review the body cam video, all the videos that were released, and they will be holding another press conference tomorrow morning. But Jasmine's aunt did say that the family is devastated, and Russ will continue to update the story tonight at 11 and also at 7 o'clock tonight.
All right, Kaitor K in Akron. Thank you.
Tonight, we are learning about school bomb threats in multiple counties that's led to investigations in Cuyahoga, Portage, and Lawrence counties. Fairview Park City Schools was one district that closed today after an employee received a bomb threat via email. Police say they found nothing suspicious. Schools are set to reopen tomorrow. No arrests have been made. This comes one day after the Ohio House passed a bill that would allow schools to suspend students for an entire school year for making threats, including on social media, as well as a hit list. That bill now heads to the Senate.
Other news this evening, moving the Brown Stadium to Brook Park would generate more than $1 billion in economic activity across Cuyahoga County. At least that's the finding from a new study commissioned by the Haslam Sports Group.
Matt Rascone shows us some of the key findings of the Brown study and compares it to the one commissioned by the city of Cleveland.
A new dome stadium might close the door on these types of game days. But a new study commissioned by Haslam Sports Group says coupled with a mixed-use development, the Brook Park site would open the door to nearly 5,400 jobs and $1.2 billion in annual economic activity.
The dome really changes the math.
Aaron Talkington with RCL Co. said dome stadiums in Detroit and Indianapolis hosted major events 3 to 4 times more often than Huntington Bank Field.
And in fact, I think it's hard for downtown or any city to be able to take advantage of 4 hours of spending 10 days a year.
A recent Cleveland Commission study found Brook Park would find it difficult to attract residents and retailers. It also showed Cleveland would take a hit without a stadium, losing $30 million in economic activity and $11 million in tax revenue. But the RCL Co study found the opposite.
And so if you're hosting a 60,000 person event, where are those people going to stay? We see downtown continuing to play a major role in where people stay and where they want to hang out.
Aaron said the study projected spending at hotels, bars, and restaurants in Cleveland would actually jump by $11 million because of the additional events the Dome Stadium could host. The Haslam Sports Group said this study shows the Brook Park site would be transformative for the region and the best long-term solution for our fans. Cuyahoga County suggested the numbers were overly optimistic projections. In a statement, the county said, "We don't want to engage in a game of political football, but a biased report attempting to justify an unprecedented sum of taxpayer money for a new stadium does not change our position, and we're going to have to throw a flag on the play." Matt Rascone, 3 News.
So ahead tonight, we will break down what a snow emergency means for you, how you could potentially be in legal trouble for driving during one.
And Jay has a check in sports. What's going on?
Yeah, all I got is a pair of rabbit ears here. That's all. Pair of rabbit ears. I have thought of looking into something like Sling or Paramount, but those are at least $10 or $15 a month. I wouldn't do cable. That's too much. I can't afford that. Can't get the antenna to work. Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta maybe put it somewhere else. You run a long lead and put the antenna somewhere else. That definitely, with digital TV, can be a little tricky. This one I have to futz with sometimes to get the image to come through. Oh, I should have filmed the furnace I went to check yesterday. That would have been a good video. Are you out in Parma or somewhere out that way? Am I a senior? I don't know. I was born in 1592. You tell me. Is that senior enough? Yeah. Digital is just different. You know. Oh, the dogs are out running out there in the snow, having a fun time. Look at that. They're like, yeah, man, we can run around. Where are them dogs at? They're out there running around somewhere. I just saw them. There they are. I love seeing dogs run around outside in snow. Some dogs really love it. He's got a couple wild dogs, man. They just are crazy. Look at him. He's over here somewhere. He ran around the garage, maybe. Where'd he go? He came over in the big yard here. The dog runs crazy wild. Let's see where he went now. He runs so fast. The dog got crazy energy. Oh, your truck's terrible? All right, let's see here. Change channels. TV tuner on this weird little TV is weird. things should go good. I owned dozens of vans over the years. I never had trouble. Tires would be the only thing that would hold you back. Oh, I like driving in the snow, though. All these people with all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, never needed any of that. But most people don't really learn how to drive. Wade Park. Illuminate University Circle coming up. More weight. Yeah, well, my trucks always had like almost 2 ton, at least a ton. Mine had at least a ton. My bigger trucks had 2 tons of stuff. I mean, if you don't have any weight, I mean, if you had a way to get some sandbags, you know, put some sandbags in there, down low. That's quick, heavy weight. Ooh.
We got Trumbull in there, Portage Summit in there, and around those warnings, we've got, for lesser snow, but still impactful snow, Lorain County, Medina County, and Mahoning County until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. It is snowing right now in Cleveland. Again, 25 degrees, feels like temp of 15, a dew point of 21, west winds at 10 miles per hour. And again, here are those squalls. This is the first significant winter event for a lot of you on the west side, a lot of you on the south side, not just in the snow belt east of Cleveland. We're sharing the wealth now with lake effect snow all over the place. But you notice over the past hour, it's beginning to shrink. It's beginning to fade. That's the trend that I was telling you about beginning at 4 p.m. We begin to see some drier air coming in. So the squall bands are going to sink. We still have, right now, some bursts of moderate to heavy snow. You can see over here, Gates Mills, Parkman, Hiram. Those are 1 inch per hour snowfall rates. Temporarily. Here's the trough. Going by, once that trough gets by, the air to the north of it is much drier. So that should effectively shut down most of the snow within the next couple of hours. You're going into the Cavs game, snow-covered
That's right,
roads,
Cavs game tonight
roads,
at 7.
snowfall and high winds. Coming out of the Cavs game should be a lot lesser snows, and the roadway should be better. But coming in, allow extra time. Highs today. 35 Cleveland, 35 Ashtabula. These temps were right around midnight. Akron, 34. Lorain, 34. And then the squall came in, and the snow began. We had thunder snow with that initial Arctic front at about 1 a.m. in the morning. 29 Mentor. 26 mile per hour wind gusts right now in Ashtabula. It is still windy. We're not seeing the 40-plus gusts that we saw earlier today. But again, this trough driving on in. Behind that, drying out. I like to hear that.
Read between the lines, lab rat.
So, once again, your radar shows a diminishing of the squalls. The bands are beginning to shrink. My wife texted me a few minutes ago, finally, drying out. It's been snowing at our house all day long in Lake County. So watch this come in. The cold air is still in place. So overnight lows tonight will be near 20.
I just finished the one window.
Pain in the ass. This is 6 p.m. We're watching those squalls kind of fade. Now here's that Lake Huron band. This computer model guidance is suggesting it doesn't try and creep into northern Ashtabula County or Conneaut, and then you get a little burst of snow, maybe even a little more snow tomorrow evening toward Ashtabula. But all in all, I think the main event, the main show, we can say goodbye to this beginning tonight. So here we go. As far as the snowfall amounts go total, the highest amounts are in here. Today we've seen 2 to 6 after overnight, 1 to 3. So we're going to total this up. Some areas around Jefferson
for weather stripping. It's an inside window, dude.
10 or 12.
Weren't you watching? It's an inside window.
24. That's not good. 24 degrees tonight. We should begin to clear it out as the snow begins to fade. Akron, Canton, snow ending, 19. Tomorrow, 28, partly cloudy. Still going to be blustery tomorrow, but improving conditions. Let's do Saturday now. After tomorrow's high of 31, we'll go 36 Saturday, 48 on Sunday. Monday, you've got rain coming in. We're going to warm it up. We're going to bring 50-degree temps in with rain. Tuesday, a few showers, 48. A bit of a dip.
Oh, I know about that.
Snow returns Thursday, 40.
but the next 6 to 10 days calls for above normal temps. So the Arctic air is retreating and it's not coming back for a little while. Phew, a couple more hours. We'll be back.
Yeah, it's been pretty cold.
No problem. Carly Jackson, super plumber.
Where is that stuff? Must be out to the truck. I don't know. Oh, they're advertising again. That fancy lodge in Pennsylvania that I'd never heard of before. Nice place. Fancy. Yeah, no whiskey. I got gin. I don't drink gin much. I got tequila, peppermint schnapps, vodka. I got some bourbon. A little tiny bit of bourbon. If I would have been smart a year or two ago, I would have gotten a bunch of liquor from a friend who hadn't touched it in 10 years, but I never got back and got it. Belonged to a lodge. Oh, yes, they did. Pretty good. Oh. 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 Oh, excuse me. Watch a little bit of, I don't know, I don't know. I guess I will take a snow shovel outside, just clean a tiny little bit of snow. I don't shovel snow anymore. It melts.
Region, that is what the Browns are saying. A new Brook Park Stadium would be.
We already heard this stuff.
Everyone.
Yeah, team just released a report that predicts big gains in spending and job week, though. That's not what the city of Cleveland is saying.
Check in with our Michelle Jarboe.
2 economic studies, 2 very different results. We've told you that Cleveland sees the Browns moving out as a big blow.
We've already commissioned an economic impact study which estimates the negative impact of the Browns leaving at more than...
In response, Israel's foreign ministry called the nonprofit deplorable and fanatical and said its report was entirely false and based on lies. For the last 2 months, Israel has been waging a new operation in North Gaza. Nick Schifrin has the story of one Palestinian man whose family says he was caught in the crossfire.
In North Gaza, fed the famished. They called him Chef Mahmoud for running a soup kitchen for the most vulnerable. His team filmed these scenes for us back in March, providing sustenance to stop starvation. He told us he had to help.
They want to move to Brook Park by the airport.
It's like a new lease on life.
More recently, he opened a school with a sign on the roof in Hebrew and English, "Please don't bomb." And that's him in red, wheeling in water and providing much-needed produce to the besieged Kamal Adwan hospital.
We hope for more vegetables for the sick and the injured and the children and medical staff.
That was his last public statement. 4 days later, on the morning of November the 30th, Al-Madoun's family says he was killed by an Israeli drone. His 15-year-old son, Omar, seriously injured beside him. A few weeks before, his family says the school he'd opened was also attacked. For 2 months,
Fucking murdering genocidal Zionists.
targeting what it describes as members of Hamas,
Fucked up.
some of whom participated in the October 7th attacks.
Time to fucking take everything away from these fuckers.
Video and what Israel calls a Hamas rocket launch site.
We will reach any location where the enemy places launch facilities or anything that fires towards the citizens of the State of Israel.
Israel also says at Kamal Adwan Hospital it's facilitated the evacuation of patients and the delivery of fuel, medical supplies, and food and water. It accuses Hamas of stealing aid. But U.S. officials say as Israel has tried to evacuate the entire area, it's not allowed in nearly enough aid. So Al-Madoun was trying to provide what he could. He leaves behind his wife Ala and 7 children.
Evil,
the youngest,
evil.
Aline, barely 2 weeks old.
All of this evil.
At Kamal Adwan Hospital, day after day he brought food, gave money to those in need, the young, the old. The great honor that Mahmoud was martyred as he fed the people. I hold my head high for him.
When I spoke with Mahmoud Al-Madoun earlier this year, I also spoke to his brother, Hani Al-Madoun, who joins me now. He is also the director of philanthropy at UNRWA's Independent American Arm. Hani Al-Madoun, thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Let's talk about your brother. Tell me about him. Tell me about the work he was trying to do.
My brother Mahmoud is a great guy. He's my baby brother. He started a soup kitchen when we couldn't figure out how to feed our family or our neighbors. He started cooking like for a dinner or lunch for people that we knew all our lives. And he cooked first day 120 families ate, and then he thought this is it. But then kids showed up to the house asking for food, and he said, "Hey, let me figure this one out." So he's a business guy. He would go and like if he finds potatoes, he would buy whatever the dealer had. And at the time, there was no pasta or rice or any starchy things, so potatoes was a big deal. He bought it and cooked for the family, for the neighborhood. Started serving up to 600 families every day, and it's just beautiful because I work for UNRWA USA, and we couldn't, because Israel banned UNRWA from working in North Gaza early on. We pivoted to do small shop, soup kitchen like the Gaza soup kitchen, and unfortunately things did not turn the way that should turn.
We heard from him a little bit in the story we just played about what motivated him. What do you think motivated him to do what he did?
He just saw a problem and he wanted to solve because, we knew we have the means. I live in the US and people were sending money in my private bank account in Zelle. Hey, go figure out how to get food to people. And it was hard. There's no banks. There's no phones that were working at the time. But then he figured out a way to do it, leaning on the local farmers, leaning on the nature. When it rained, he had a lot of leafy greens that he could find and just chop and cook up. Literally, he would go at 7 a.m. My mom would wash the veggies and cook, but then eventually he hired a lot of people that, because we wanted to scale. And we expanded beyond Bethlahia where we started. And unfortunately, things, instead of celebrating my brother's achievement and enjoying possible ceasefire, now we have to mourn his life.
Tell me about how he died.
On Saturday around 9 a.m. local time, he left the 3rd or 4th shelter he's based at. He walked about 30 yards or less outside the house, and a drone was waiting in the neighborhood and just shot at his feet. And the explosion was led to his death. It's basically, he died on the spot. Our friends who saw him tried to rescue him. They thought they could save his life, tried to take him to Kamal Adwan Hospital where he was headed.
Very place that he was trying to help.
He wanted to make sure they got the produce because the day or 2 days before he ordered a large shipment of produce that's largely restricted in North Gaza. And they couldn't because there was sniper fire. And you don't really believe it because this is a this is turned into a legend. This guy is always there with videos and solving problems, and people really lean on him to provide those meals. And sadly, we buried him, and he leaves behind a legacy that's respected across the globe. People who mourn him, who live in the U.S., and people who live in Palestine, but also 7 kids.
I reached out to the Israel Defense Forces, and they said they were formulating a response on your brother's death, but had not, at this moment, provided me any response. And as I mentioned in my story, what the context is there's been an operation in northern Gaza that the Israelis have launched for the last couple months, Jabalia, Beit Hanun, around the Kamal Adwan hospital where your brother was helping. The fighting's been fierce. Israel says that it is targeting Hamas fighters, targeting Hamas ammunition, infrastructure. But as I also pointed out, U.S. officials say that Israel has not allowed enough aid into northern Gaza. How short of basic necessities, as far as you can tell, are the people living in North Gaza?
It is real, we feel it, because the famine, it brings people to our soup kitchens. More families have to be fed, and we work together to provide those meals. Now, eventually, what's in Gaza is there's really not much food left. There's probably canned meat, there's some lentils, that's what's feeding the north right now. Some flour. However, in the south, they're running into crisis with flour, where 1 bag of flour, that's about a 50-pound bag of flour, will bring about $1,000. That's a lot, and you could buy the same bag here for $15.
And the problem with the black market, Israeli and U.S. officials admit, is that criminality has skyrocketed, especially where you just mentioned southern Gaza, central Gaza. There's not a lot of security at all, and that has led some other organizations to stop even delivering aid at all. In terms of your family, will you guys try and continue your brother's legacy?
My brother always finished his videos with saying 2 things. I send my love to all my friends in the United States, and he would say in Arabic, Mustamireen, we will continue. And we are trying to do this. We expanded our operation in different parts of North Gaza. That means we have now 3 active full soup kitchens in North Gaza and 2 in the south. I look forward to the day we're not expanding, because the need is gone. And you've mentioned the criminality. I do want people, think it's complex. These are organized criminals that somehow the Israeli army is turning a blind eye to. This is not somebody who's, it's not a rocket science. These people carry guns within 10 meters away or 20 meters away from the Israeli army. If they wanted to stop these criminals, they can. But they choose to look the other way, creating that massive need we see in both North and South Gaza. I pray we're close to a ceasefire, but it's sad because I'm not going to celebrate the ceasefire with my brother Mahmoud, who was my partner during these difficult times. Thank you very much.
That's messed
The
up.
suspect seen unmasked and smiling in a hostel on New York's Upper West Side, where he shared a room with 2 strangers just before the shooting. What we've learned about the victim tonight, a husband and father of 2 boys, and tonight here, the words that the suspect left on shell casings at the scene. Also breaking late today, the powerful earthquake just off the coast of Northern California, the 7.0 quake, triggering a tsunami warning and mass evacuations. Buildings damaged, homes knocked off their foundations, items thrown from store shelves. The first earthquake of this magnitude in the region in more than 30 years. Of course, many asking, could more be coming? The state of emergency tonight and what authorities are saying. Also, this life-threatening storm sweeping across the Great Lakes right into the Northeast. Tonight, winter storm and wind alerts from Michigan to New York up to Maine. Up to a foot of snow, a blizzard warning in Pennsylvania. The warning of winds gusting near 80 miles per hour in some places. Dangerous winds in New York, Philadelphia, and Washington. Lee Goldberg with the forecast. Tonight, authorities on the kindergarten students who were shot by an adult, their condition at this hour, and what we're now learning about the suspect. Tonight, ABC News has learned President-elect Donald Trump is keeping his options open now. Amid the firestorm swirling around his pick to head the Pentagon, former Fox News host Pete Hegseth. ABC News also learning Trump is not working the phones on his behalf, and who's now on the short list of potential replacements. New reports tonight outside New York City, more mystery drones after they were seen near Trump's Bedminster golf course and a military base. And there's word tonight a medevac helicopter was kept from flying a patient to the hospital because of this. News tonight on those popular drugs now being used for weight loss and what they're seeing with dementia. And America Strong tonight, the neighbor lighting up the whole town for Christmas, 1 million lights. Can anyone beat this?
Yeah, it's very messed up what's going on with Israel. I mean, it's flat out genocide at this point. They just want to wipe out the Palestinians. It's so obscene. So obscene.
24 hours ago, after a CEO was murdered at dawn on the streets of New York. Tonight, take a look. This new image of the man they're looking for. His face clearly seen at a Manhattan hostel where he stayed before the killings. Authorities say sharing a room with 2 strangers before he set out to kill that CEO. Investigators pouring through surveillance across the city. This image captured coming out of the subway. This was before the attack. And this new video tonight of the suspect seen riding a bike out of New York's Central Park on Manhattan's Upper West Side, 85th Street. This is about 15 minutes after the deadly attack. Police learning more about the 9mm gun he used with a long barrel, making the shots nearly silent. And tonight here, the chilling words found on the shell casings at the scene suggesting a possible motive. ABC senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky leading us off right here in New York tonight.
Tonight, for the first time, we're seeing the face of the man the NYPD says gunned down United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in cold blood. The suspect seen unmasked and grinning at a Manhattan hostel. Police sources tell ABC News he checked in Saturday, November 30th, using a fake name and shared room 407 with 2 strangers. Investigators searching that hostel.
We are on the right pathway, and we don't want to do anything that's going to not only impede the investigation, but hurt the prosecution of the person involved.
Authorities believe the shooter used a unique 9mm pistol with a long barrel that allowed the killer to fire a nearly silent shot. Today, detectives traced recent sales of that kind of gun, including one to Connecticut. Investigators also piecing together the suspect's movements using surveillance images as he traveled by subway to 57th Street, grabbed a water and snacks in a Starbucks, and then made his way to the Hilton Hotel carrying a backpack. That's where police say he approached Thompson from behind and opened fire, leaving him dying on the sidewalk.
They're looking for a male, about 5 feet, 10 inches in height, cream-colored jacket, black mask, black gloves.
15 minutes later, he's already 30 blocks away riding his bike out of Central Park, but without that backpack. Police have not revealed a motive, but they found clues that may point to a grudge against United Healthcare or the whole insurance industry, including shell casings with the words deny, defend, and depose written on them, echoing the title of a 2010 book, Delay, Deny, Defend, Why Insurance Companies Don't Pay Claims and What You Can Do About It. Earlier this year, activists targeted United Healthcare in Minnesota with at least 2 protests, staging a sit-in, even carrying a mock coffin. Protesters accusing the company of greed and pointing out Brian Thompson's $10 million compensation package.
Our mission is to bring people together to turn private pain into public power in an effective, focused, nonviolent way.
Tonight, Thompson, a father of 2 teenage boys, is being remembered in his home state of Minnesota.
He was a beloved individual, very friendly, very nice, very outgoing, and he was working hard to make a difference for the employees that work there.
So let's get right back to Aaron Katursky with us again tonight. Aaron, the suspect's face clearly seen now. I suspect police are getting calls given how clear these images are.
They sure are. That is an important image, David. They believe someone recognizes the man from it, and they are being inundated with leads, feverishly trying to follow up on each and every one. Tonight, David, the police are confident they will make an identification.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Catch the guy. It's just a matter of when. David?
Our investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky again tonight. Aaron, thank you. We're also following the state of emergency in California at this hour after a major earthquake struck off the coast of Northern California. This is the moment that magnitude 7 earthquake struck, shaking the southern in the epicenter. The most powerful quake in that region in more than 30 years. Wine bottles knocked off shelves at a nearby inn. A rare tsunami warning for a time from Santa Cruz all the way up to Oregon. Mass evacuations on Highway 1, people moving away from the coast. The quake centered off the coast of Ferndale, California, near the Oregon border, but felt in San Francisco, 270 miles away. And tonight, here are the obvious concerns, whether there could be more coming. ABC's Melissa Adon in California tonight.
Tonight, chaos on the West Coast.
Yeah, that one that hit 30 years ago did a lot of damage up there.
California, sparking a rare tsunami warning and mass evacuations.
A magnitude 7.0 is a major earthquake.
Watch the moment the quake violently shakes this cannabis facility.
An earthquake is happening right now.
California's governor declaring a state of emergency, the largest quake to hit the region in more than 3 decades, followed by more than 30 aftershocks.
It all started happening. Everything from the shelves fell down and the lights started going and people fell down.
Reports of houses knocked off their foundations. Residents like Craig Fry and his fiancée racing for higher ground.
When we heard about the 7.0, we said, well, this is serious, but we might want to go ahead and evacuate. Put everything up high, got the electronics, and we got the dog, and we got out of there.
5 million people under tsunami alerts, boats speeding to shore. John Forsythe was surfing.
Next thing you know, people are yelling at us, get out of the water, there's a tsunami coming. And we were pretty shocked, not gonna lie.
I feel it.
The shaking lasting several seconds.
Guys, there's an earthquake happening. Look at the pool.
Pools overflowing. Products knocked off storage shelves. Authorities canceling that tsunami warning about an hour after it was issued. David, this was the biggest earthquake to hit Northern California in more than 3 decades. And now authorities are warning millions that more strong aftershocks could strike. David?
Yeah, it's unsettling several hours in California tonight. All right, Melissa, thank you. Now to the life-threatening storm sweeping across the Great Lakes right into the Northeast. 64 million Americans on alert at this hour from Michigan to New York, all the way up to Maine. Blizzard conditions. Look at this from Erie, Pennsylvania tonight. Warnings of winds gusting near 80 miles per hour in some places, and dangerous winds in New York City, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. Here's Trevor Alt.
Tonight, howling winds and blowing snow creating life-threatening conditions for millions from the Great Lakes to the Northeast. In New Buffalo, Michigan, the man recording this lake effect whiteout calling the conditions insane. Nearby on Lake Michigan, massive waves.
Wow, look at those
over
waves.
this lighthouse.
Wow.
In Erie, Pennsylvania, zero visibility. Highways, a graveyard of abandoned cars and trucks. The National Weather Service warning of gusts up to 80 miles an hour. West of Philadelphia, police say high winds likely caused a tree to come crashing down on this SUV, killing a 30-year-old mom, her daughter taken to the hospital. In New York State, authorities say 2 people in Erie County have died from heart attacks after shoveling snow. The system dumping nearly 8 inches of snow near Springfield, Massachusetts, more than enough for school officials to delay or cancel classes. This time lapse showing the front storming into New York City. High winds even taking down the Christmas tree outside the West Virginia State Capitol building in Charleston.
And David, the winds are so severe, the FAA had warned it was going to be a difficult day for airports all over the Northeast, and we've seen significant delays around New York City and up in Boston. These winds are howling, David.
Tough to fly in that. Trevor Alt with us. Trevor, thank you. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg from our New York station, WABC. And Lee, not just the snow and dangerous wind gusts, but bitter cold coming too.
David, polar air is pouring into the east. We've got snow gusting out of the Great Lakes. Snow and wind alerts go from the lakes all the way to the east coast. The wind advisories will expire this evening in Philly, New York, Hartford. But the blizzard warnings will continue in Erie, Pennsylvania till early Saturday, even after it stops snowing. We've had 50-mile-per-hour gusts and snow squalls in the Northeast. The snows are still going strong in Cleveland to Syracuse. Additional snowfall totals in the hard-hit UP of Michigan and western central New York, 6 to 12 inches. The frigid air is far-reaching. Wake-up wind chills tomorrow morning in the single digits in the Great Lakes of the interior Northeast, teens on the I-95 corridor, and freeze watches all the way down to places like Ocala and Gainesville. Good news is we warm up over the weekend. David, the same places that have blizzard warnings will be raining next week.
Incredible. Lee Goldberg with us again tonight. Lee, thanks as always. We turn now to the horrific shooting at an elementary school in Northern California. 2 kindergarten students shot by an adult, and what we're now learning. Here's Pierre Thomas tonight.
Tonight, authorities in Northern California say they've identified the man who targeted elementary school children with gunfire on Wednesday. Police expected to release his identity within the hour. As the FBI points to the school's religious affiliation, Seventh-day Adventist, as a possible motive. The new revelations come just a day after a gunman showed up at an elementary school in Palermo, about an hour north of Sacramento, opening fire and wounding 2 kindergartners.
Shots fired, 27 Cox Lane between Highway 70 and...
No, not the World Series earthquake. No, the I'm talking about ones that were in Northern California, very near where this one was, up near Eureka. That was like 30 some years ago. It did a ton of damage. Destroyed a lot of Victorian homes and other cool stuff up in those coastal towns. I was in California 2 weeks before the big San Francisco earthquake, sleeping in my van.
Our team also learning tonight that Trump is not working the phones on his behalf now, and who's now on the short list of potential replacements. Again tonight, Mary Bruce.
Tonight, Donald Trump heading to New York as he weighs whether to
This
keep
guy's
up
a
the fight for
walking
his
dumpster
controversial
fire.
pick to lead the Pentagon.
Hey,
Pete
Nate.
Hegseth. Do you feel confident that you'll get confirmed? The former Fox News host on the Hill defiant in the face of persistent questions about his past behavior.
I don't answer to anyone in this group. None of you. Not to that camera at all. I answer to President Trump.
But tonight we've learned
He's an
Trump
asshole.
has expressed to those close to him that Hegseth should have been more forthcoming about the challenges he could face in the confirmation process, as he is dogged by allegations of sexual misconduct, excessive drinking, and financial mismanagement.
I'm a different man than I was years ago. And that's a redemption story that I think a lot of Americans appreciate.
Behind the scenes, Trump's team particularly concerned about whether Hegseth can win over female senators, given those allegations and Hegseth's insistence that women shouldn't serve in combat. There are 9 Republican women in the Senate. So far, just 2 have voiced their support, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee and Katie Britt of Alabama. And all eyes tonight on Iowa Senator Joni Ernst, the first female combat veteran to serve in the Senate and a survivor of sexual assault. Ernst, one of several we've learned who are on Trump's list of possible replacements for Hegseth.
Senator Ernst, what is it going to take for you to support Hegseth?
Ernst's support will be key, but tonight she's still not convinced, even after meeting with Hegseth one-on-one.
I think for a number of our senators, they want to make sure that any allegations have been cleared, and that's why we have to have a very thorough vetting process.
Trump keeping his options open, as tonight we're told he is notably not making calls on Hegseth's behalf. But the former Fox News host's mother is, after appearing on the cable network, insisting her son is a changed man.
Pete is a new person. He's redeemed.
For now, Hegseth hanging on.
As long as Donald Trump wants me in this fight, I'm going to be standing right here in this fight, fighting to bring our Pentagon back to what it needs to be.
Are watching closely Donald Trump's decisions on something else, how he is preparing to make good on his promises of retribution against his critics. Tonight we have learned that President Biden's senior aides are weighing preemptive pardon for officials they fear may be targeted, including former Congresswoman Liz Cheney, General Mark
What are you doing,
Milley,
Bandit?
Senator-elect Adam Schiff, and Dr. Anthony
Bandit.
Fauci, an effort to protect these people, David, before they've even been charged with any crimes.
We'll be watching that closely as well. Mary Bruce, thank you. Tonight, the Justice Department issuing a scathing review of the Memphis Police Department. Disturbing video showing what prompted the investigation, the death of Tyree Nichols, beaten by officers at a traffic stop. The DOJ found, quote, Memphis police officers regularly violate the rights of the people they are sworn to serve. The Justice Department says the Memphis police disproportionately target black people, the DOJ urging the city to work with them on reform. When we come back here tonight, new reports coming in. More mystery drones outside New York City, where they've been seen now, and how this has affected a medevac helicopter with a patient.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at how many people Trump has nominated who have been disturbing human beings toward women. I mean, like 5 of them. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, I'm not happy. I mean, I understand it a little, but you know, I don't know. It's all, it's a, you know, it's a bizarro world we're in right now. If you ever followed Superman, you know about the bizarro world. Everything's upside down. And it doesn't help when you have Trump and some of Trump's nominees saying, we're going to just come and arrest you or charge you, talking about journalists and other people. This is madness. This guy wants to be a dictator, and it's obscene what's going on. Well, I don't know about that, Andrew, but, you know, first of all, Hunter didn't do anything really wrong, okay? Go look at what Kushner's father, who got pardoned by Trump, go look at the crap that old fart was involved in. He's a mobster, okay? And Trump now wants to appoint him to, I forget what position. He pardoned him. Trump pardoned 237 people last time. Some real assholes. Yeah, well, that too, Putty Cat, yeah. Kushner's father, man, go read about the charges and the stuff he was involved with. He's a fucking full-blown mobster. He's gotten his hands dirty, and there's proof of that. But yeah, it's a mess. The whole thing's a disaster. Kicking him out. Kicking who out? Feeble old man. I don't know that he's feeble, but...
Now investigating large drones spotted right near President-elect Donald Trump's Bedminster golf course and a military base. We're now learning tonight the drones recently interfered with a medevac helicopter trying to pick up a crash victim in Somerset County. Tonight, Governor Phil Murphy saying the drones do not pose a security danger to the public. When we come back tonight, news this evening about those popular weight loss drugs and what...
Yeah. Drones have to have an ID. No, they don't. Yes, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, go look up the charges against Kushner's old man. He's a real piece of work, man. Yep. Yeah, Putty Cat, we should probably have that, you know. I don't think it would be a bad thing. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Run some errands. I'm starving. I don't know if I'll be able to get any food when I'm out or not. Otherwise, I'll come back and eat something here. Yeah, well, you know he's going to pardon all these January 6th people. I read one statement about that, and somebody says, I don't have a problem with pardoning the nonviolent January 6th offenders, but he goes, the violent ones, the ones who beat on policemen and stuff, they should stay in jail. But, you know, I don't know. It's all a mess. All right. See you guys later. Bye, Fredo. Bye. Bye, Bandit. Bye, Bandit. Hey, what are you doing over there? Hey, hey. Look at him. Just ignores you. What are you doing over there? You. What are you doing? Be nice. Be kind. Check your smoke alarm. Out.